The sky that evening looked ordinary, but who could have imagined that within just 2 hours, the world would change? No warning, no leaked flight schedule, no official announcement. And yet, Kim Taehyung arrived in Paris. And in that instant, the airport transformed into a sea of love and tears. Hello K-pop lovers, welcome back to this channel. Today, we'll dive into a moment that felt like a dream. A silent arrival that shook the entire world. Kim Taehyung, the one and only V from BTS, once again proved why he's called a superstar beyond comparison. That evening, the Paris sky wore a soft grey tone. People walked briskly with luggage in hand, chasing their own moments. Nothing seemed unusual. No suspicious flight schedules. No media waiting at the terminal. Just another quiet day. But amidst that silence, one small post began to spread like wildfire across social media. Someone spotted Kim Taehyung on a flight to Paris. And within minutes, everything changed. Fans began to run toward the airport. Some still in work uniforms, others arriving breathless, holding banners, flowers, or nothing at all, except hope. A fragile hope to see him, just once. And somehow, that hope became real. 6 p.m., Paris time. The international arrival doors slid open. And among the tired faces of travelers, appeared one figure who seemed to bring light from another world. A long black coat. A soft grey scarf wrapped around his neck. Steady steps. A slight tilt of the head. Large sunglasses hiding half his face. And yet, nothing could hide that aura. It was him. Kim Taehyung. And within seconds, the once quiet airport erupted. V. 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 Voices rose in unison from every direction. But Taehyung kept walking, calm, unbothered, as if all that noise was simply the wind bowing before his presence. One fan video captured the exact moment. A trembling voice whispered, "It's really him." And in that second, time stopped. No spotlights, no red carpet, but every camera turned toward him. Every eye followed him, and every heart trembled together. His arrival wasn't random. Taehyung came to Paris as CELINE's global ambassador for Paris Fashion Week. But the way he appeared, quietly, unannounced, felt like a scene written by destiny. No press release. No staff hints. No media alert. He came, like the wind, invisible, yet felt by everyone present. A fan who happened to be there tearfully told the media, "I didn't even know he'd be here. I just felt like coming to the airport, and suddenly, he appeared right in front of me. It felt unreal, like a dream." In just minutes, Charles de Gaulle Airport transformed. Cheers, tears, and laughter collided into one overwhelming wave. Security struggled to contain the crowd, but there was no chaos. Only devotion. Thousands stood there, some frozen in disbelief, others crying quietly, all united by one thing, love. Taehyung turned his head slightly toward the crowd. He raised his hand, a soft wave, and smiled. Just for a brief second, but that moment was enough to melt every heart in the room. Fans screamed his name, some could only whisper it through trembling lips. And one girl clutched her chest and whispered, "He's really here, in front of us." Within minutes, social media exploded. Hashtags like #V in Paris, #Taehyung for CELINE, and #Kim Taehyung Airport look shot straight to the top of worldwide trends. Clips, photos, and shaky videos from every angle flooded timelines. But they all shared the same caption. He came without a word, yet made the world shake. What made this moment unforgettable wasn't just the surprise. It was the silence that came with him. He didn't need flashing lights or fancy entrances. He didn't need to announce his presence. With just one step, the world knew. One of the most viral clips captured a small child holding a white rose among the crowd. Taehyung slowed his pace, stopped, knelt slightly, accepted the flower, and smiled, gently. No words, just warmth. And yet, that was enough to make thousands cry. A top comment on the video read, "He's not just an idol, his piece in human form." Hours later, exclusive photos began circulating online. Kim Taehyung, at a private fitting with CELINE's team, dressed simply, his hair slightly tousled, his expression serene. He sat quietly before a large mirror, smiling faintly, almost shyly. As if he knew the entire world was watching, but he remained completely himself. A Paris fashion editor wrote, "The silent arrival that stole the show." Because Taehyung didn't need a grand entrance. His presence alone, was the show. Soon, Korean, Japanese, and European media all picked up the story. Headlines echoed the same sentiment. Kim Taehyung proves that true fame needs no announcement. Comment sections overflowed. Some praised his style. Some admired his poise. Others simply wrote, "He doesn't need to speak. His presence says everything." Even CELINE posted a simple photo, a shadowed silhouette of Taehyung, with the caption, "Our muse has arrived." No hashtags. No explanation. Just those 4 words, and the world understood. But behind all the cheers and flashing lights, there was something deeper. Taehyung didn't just arrive as a celebrity, he arrived as a calm presence in a chaotic world. His silence wasn't emptiness. It was meaning. His aura didn't demand attention. It offered peace. A Korean fan wrote online, "He doesn't need words. When he appears, it feels like the whole world becomes quiet." And maybe that's why, even those few minutes felt like eternity. Night began to fall over Paris. The golden sky turned into a soft violet hue. But the internet didn't sleep. Photos of Taehyung waving from his hotel window went viral instantly. He wore simple pajamas. No makeup. No styling. And yet, he looked like a masterpiece painted by light. Army flooded the comments. He didn't come to show off. He came to remind the world who he is. Kim Taehyung. In just one day, Taehyung once again proved what many already knew. That true stars don't speak loudly. That real fame doesn't need to be announced. And that genuine charm is when someone can move the world simply by walking through an airport gate. That day, the airport was no longer just a place of arrivals and departures. It became a stage. A living, breathing memory of love, awe, and silence. Army cried. Paris stood still. And the world fell in love once more with the man called Kim Taehyung. The black car slowly pulled away from the terminal. The crowd's cheers faded, but hearts continued to race. They knew they had just witnessed something that would never happen again. Kim Taehyung arrived without warning, without sound, without plan. But his presence spoke louder than any announcement could ever be. And maybe that's what defines a true superstar. Not the grandeur, not the noise, but the silence that speaks volumes. Because among the thousands of lights shimmering above the Paris night, one shines softer, yet brighter than the rest. And that light is Kim Taehyung. The star who arrived without a word, yet made the whole world whisper his name, with love and wonder.